Welcome back to ringside on Fight Night 8. We're about to start fight number 2. A couple of big guys again, Danny.
Yeah,
Malenfant versus Horton, a couple of big guys.
We've got a Campbellton resident fighting a Sydney, Nova Scotian resident. Out of the blue corner, Eddy Horton with Danik Malenfant fighting out of the red corner, who's from Campbellton, New Brunswick. And out of the blue corner, Eddy from Sydney, Nova Scotia.
Both these guys a little over 200 pounds. Like I said, I love watching the big guys. You see the tail of the tape here. 201.5 pounds for Malenfant, and actually it's the first fight for, actually that's Jamie Reese as opposed to Eddy Horton, but Reese is also, or Horton rather, is also experiencing his first fight here tonight.
That should have read 207 pounds for Eddy Horton in the blue corner.
That's right, he's Sydney, Nova Scotia, as Danny mentioned. You see him getting his headgear on there, and we'll learn a little bit more about some of the equipment as well as this progresses, as this night progresses. We've got a few things that Dave taught us over at the gym the other day, a few things I didn't know about kickboxing. Now, a lot of people ask me, what size of gloves are these guys using? You know, it varies, boxing versus kickboxing, those types of things. Now, they train with a very different size glove than they actually fight with. These are 10-ounce gloves that they're fighting with tonight.
10-ounce glove. They've got Velcro wrapped around it. They're showing the glove right now, so there's no laces, so no opportunity for any damage to the eye. They tape the Velcro so the glove can't come off. Very much safe. Now they train with a 16-ounce glove, a lot heavier. I wouldn't say it's like having a pillow on your hand, because it does hurt when you get hit with it, but it a little more absorption, ability to lessen the severity of the punch when you do get one.
They're just about ready to go here. In just a moment, we'll turn it back over to our ring announcer. We had a great start here tonight. First round, Corrigan versus Reese. A couple of big guys really going at it hard. They didn't hold anything back. Corrigan from Fredericton.
Ladies and gentlemen, he hails from Sydney, Nova Scotia, where he trains at the Sydney School of Kickboxing. He's had one fight. He weighs in at 207 pounds. Fighting out of the red corner, Eddy Horton. His opponent, he hails from Campbellton, New Brunswick, where he trains at the KO Kickboxing Club. He's had 2 fights. He weighs in at 201.5 pounds. Fighting out of the blue corner, Danik Malenfant.
We've had a little confusion.
Yeah, they gave us a little turnaround on that one. Yeah, no, that was the information we were given pre-fight, and as we mentioned, with the amateur fights, it's sometimes a little confusing pre-fight to try and figure out who's fighting out of which corner and in what order they're fighting, but I think we've got it all straightened out now. It's actually Malenfant fighting out of the blue corner, and Horton is in red. Horton from Nova Scotia actually seems to have a pretty big following here tonight.
He got a big round of applause.
Big cheers behind us.
Yes, he did.
All set to go. Round 1. Whoa.
Big looping right hand. Malenfant's probably glad that didn't hit him. Horton looks to be in the better condition of the 2 fighters. I guess we'll see how things go. Actually, Malenfant looks to be better.
That's a hard right.
Just took Horton down to the ground.
A little right hook there. Caught him on the ear. Knocked him down. I guess they're ruling it a knockdown. I wasn't sure if it was slip, but he did have that was a pretty solid shot. You could hear it hit the headgear pretty
Absolutely.
hard.
Malenfant fighting out of the blue corner. I'm still confused on that one, TC. Out of the blue corner, Malenfant, and out of the red, Horton.
Horton took that shot to the ear, and he's taking a couple more. That's a face shot right there. Knocked him off his feet. You can see his feet come out from under him. And Tebow's going to take his time this time, I think. The referee Tebow making sure he's okay. That was a tough shot. We may have a couple of guys who are not particularly all that well matched up here.
We do have the three standing count rule in effect. If he goes down again, they will stop the fight. Horton's going to have to get himself out of that zone that Malenfant's found.
Going to have to keep those gloves up, protect his face. That's a kick that knocked him back. 5 kicks from the red corner, Horton, and he's backed into his corner. And that third one was considered a knockdown. Tebow just
Tebow checking with the corner to see if he wants his fighter to continue to fight. That should be the end of the fight if they're going to give him a standing 8.
It's kind of a hush going over the crowd here, I think. People were sort of anticipating something a little worse, perhaps, but that will
end the fight.
That will end the fight, folks. And the winner in this one, fight number 2, Danik Malenfant. Malenfant, again, a fighter out of Campbellton, New Brunswick. He gets a big round of applause. Like you said, Danny, he's in excellent shape.
He came out swinging, coming hard, hit a couple good right hands in. Got caught by mistake.
We'll have another look at that final kick that ended it here in just a moment. You can see Horton trying to move in.
Kick. Horton was coming in. His hands were high where they should have been, and Malenfant just slid underneath with a side kick. And a tough way to get down because it was more of a slip or a push kick than it was a knockout or a knockdown, I guess.
The first punch caught Horton on the ear, and he seemed to feel it. The second one you'll see here in just a moment. You can see the feet come out from underneath him, and that was a pretty solid shot, a little more of a face shot. Malenfant really delivering shots with power here. He's a power puncher, no question about it. In fact, the first 2 knockdowns were punches, and up to that point, I'm not sure he'd thrown more than 1 kick, actually, after the second knockdown. I don't believe he did even thrown a kick. Waiting for the official announcement here.
A little view of the crowd that we just saw. We've got standing room only here this evening, TC.
We have got ourselves a great crowd, no question about it. And I hope you're enjoying this. A little different event for us here tonight, province-wide coverage of Fight Night 8 from the Lord Beaverbrook Hotel in Fredericton, and just one in a many of our Saturday night sports series where we endeavor to bring you live sporting action every Saturday night across the province. And we're ready for the announcement. Let's turn it over to Dave Harris.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the winner by KO in the first round. Fighting out of the blue corner, Danik Malenfant.
So the next fight up, folks, is Terry Albert. He's from Campbellton, and versus Louis Hopper from Dartmouth, Nova Scotia. And this is the first time you get to see one of these Dartmouth fighters tonight.
This time also
a couple
to
guys
begin
moving down a little bit in the weight class.
And
Maritime flooring
fighters that everybody loves to
and
see.
8+ auto
125
class.
pounders.